Good morning, bros. It's not morning, but it feels like morning because I took a really big nap today after some time in the past time. And then I ended up going to sleep, and then I ended up waking up. But I was wearing too many clothes, and then I woke up drenched in sweat. Good evening, Aga. Good evening, Fluffy. Good evening, Fishcat. Good evening, Alzora. Good evening, Toaster. Good evening, Rajixum. Good evening, Azu. Good evening, Madpew. Good evening, Henpai. Good evening, Krokuta. Krokuta, DDT. Good evening, Vasaga. Good evening, Jackal. Good evening, Nasamaya. Good evening, J9. Good evening, Happy Jalapeno. Good evening, Zippy Belfast. Good evening, Mossy. Good evening, Kushkoma. Good evening, Torashi. Good evening, Trollius. Welcome. Almost 1 month. My goodness. It's been a pleasure to have you, honestly. Good evening, Aflorane. Good evening, Joshua 12 Smithy. Good evening, Torashi. Good evening, Tetsuya Kintame. Good evening. Good evening, Veda. Good evening. I have some bad news to everybody who's looking forward to the overpainting stream today. But I just woke up and I haven't drawn for the past week. Did I come up with something different? So am I gonna improvise? Oh, I had a few choices of stuff that I wanted to do, right? And I was gonna ask you guys which one you seem the most interested in. But to be honest, it's just gonna end up being another hour and a half of yapping, and then we're gonna end up doing something, and by that time something's gonna come up again, right? Neg Nasu, I shut up. Please cease, basta. I'm rapping. What do you mean? I'm just talking normally. I am talking like a silly Billy. Something might happen eventually, probably maybe. Yeah, something might happen eventually, probably maybe. So here's the thing, right? So, I after I posted the picture of the slab of cheese that we felted yesterday, right? I mean the slab of cheese that we did embroidery on yesterday, right? Asta, she sent me a message. She was like, Neg, I saw the picture. The needle, it's so large. I have some needles you can borrow if you want. And the embarrassment I felt when I'm like, oh Dantel, I chose the biggest needle out of the pack. It's like in that moment I had the flashback in my head. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, big needle. Oh. I did what on a slab of cheese? I did surgery on a slab of cheese. Oh no. We did the embroidery on the embroidery on the slab of yellow fabric, right? Yeah, bigger is not always better, as we have seen. I couldn't get my magnum. I couldn't get my magnum needle to go through the fabric because it was too long. Yes, this is the length of yes, the length of my needle means that I must waste so much thread. Yeah, so apparently, and then she was like, oh, embroidery on felt is also not good either, and so she was like, you know, there's a bunch of stuff I can let you borrow. In your eyes, bigger is always better, but that only applies to food, skill level, and money. Technically not true. Bigger money equals get taxed more. And also, bigger food means you will suffer because goldfish. Not you, me, goldfish. If you give me more food, I will eat all of the food. And I will hurt myself while trying to eat all the food. It's gonna be tax evasion. Oh, see, that's the problem. You see, I do not fancy going to jail. You still want more? Yeah, me too, buddy. You and me both. Honestly, I'm gonna be a bit honest, right, guys? I am kind of worried about my future, but I don't want to dwell on that, which is probably why I'm going so hard on my thesis, right? Because I don't know, there's something in my brain that sort of correlates to, oh, if my thesis is really good, then someone's gonna see it and someone's gonna be like, we gotta hire her, right? And essentially, I am speeding off into some kind of uncharted territory, which is both daunting and very exciting. And also, as my supervisor has said, he likes the idea, but he thinks that I will suffer a lot. And I don't know. Right now, I'm still trying to weigh the pros and cons of like, do I want to suffer, or do I want to do something that's proper? You know, I mean, do I want to suffer, or do I want to go ham and like be the launcher of many a new academic discourse? Because while I was lying in bed having my nap, I was like fantasizing about how like, oh yeah, you know, with my thesis and my new points, oh yeah, so many people are gonna cite my paper. My paper's gonna be so cited. They're gonna be like Nasu, like Neg 2024 posited that yada 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 yada. And I'm gonna be like, yes. Let me be the father of the new framework. Neg Nasu 2024. Can't you make a good thesis without the suffering? I don't know. You see, I feel like good things come out of suffering, which is probably not a good heuristic to go off of. Not that it helps, but one video kind of helped you with worrying about your future, or the opposite depending on your POV. It was that to watch Veritasium's video on success. They're a science channel and they mentioned how success is more luck-based than people think. I mean, it's not really like success, you know what I mean? I'm not like I'm not like I want to be super rich and #1 in the world. It's more like I want a job, man. I want to be able to get a job, and I want to be able to afford a house. Okay, yeah, no, slow down there, buddy. That's a bit too far. I want to be able to afford rent and not have to live with 3 roommates. How's in this economy? Dog at job, dog at work. What will she do? Type numbers. Unga bunga. I write number. You want to be able to sleep in a bed. Do you not sleep in a bed already? I don't know. Clearly, you kind of strike me as the kind of guy who likes to sleep on the floor in like a futon just because. You know, just because it's better for your back and all that. Understandable. All you need in your life is a pet cat, an apartment, Wi-Fi, PC, your drawing stuff, and food. That's it. You know, it would be a lot nicer if. It would be a lot nicer if I had more time in the world, right? It's not slander. I think it's a good choice. I want to sleep on the floor, okay? But like under the bed is just so much space that I can stuff all my garbage under. You know, it's such a good prime storage location. I can't lose out on that, so I have to settle for sleeping on a bed. Gotta cram as much stuff as you can, you know. It would be great if that happened, but also you think the person who's gonna get the most out of the thesis is probably me. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like I'm slowly becoming a subject matter expert. No. I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to jump the gun on saying that I'm becoming a subject matter expert. God, I really wish I could talk about it with you guys because like of the stuff that I've spoken to you guys about, like 75% of it, I have not even mentioned a word of it. Yeah, I have good self-control. For the most part, I have okay self-control, but I have not spoken about like 75% of it because doxy, you know, doxy. So it's just it's so interesting. God, I'm gloating. It's like, I read a bunch of books, and the things I read in the book were interesting, and you don't get to know. No, that's so painful though. That's so painful though. It's so painful though, because I want to tell you guys about it. Oh dear God, that is one hell of a first time chat. That is a ban, my good sir. That is one hell of a first time chat message. What did you just come into? Oh, you came into me just yapping. Essentially, just yapping, and also talking about how I took the world's most poorly timed nap, and I now don't know what I want to do on stream today. Because today we were supposed to be doing an overpainting stream, right? You don't see what they said, but you can guess from the yeah, that was. Oh, what did they say? They said they asked if I had connection to Kim Jong-un, and I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. First ever chat. Do I? No, I don't. Of course I don't, right? Of course, yeah, everyone has to. It's your emergency contact. I don't know what that even means, but I'm afraid of what's gonna come next, so it's like a preemptive ban. I mean, okay, the guy's probably gone now, so I'm gonna unban him, and if he ever comes back again, the capitalist theorist. There we go. You know how it is, right? You know how it is. Neg Nasu will ban first, and then unban you. You think he's just confused? We should inform him. Want to become oh my God! What is going on today? Wait, you know what? You're Mr. Dangerous Johnston. You are simply too obvious. Come on. You are simply too obviously a bot. You think I'm gonna ban that? You think I'm gonna ban you for that? Well, yeah, you're absolutely correct. Kim Jong-un, do you? What the Bonzi Buddy TTS advertiser guy yesterday wants to be. Bro, you know the thing, Torashi, the fact that you remember what the TTS thing is called, it absolutely worked. It absolutely worked. You know, maybe let's check out Bonzi Buddy TTS. Actually, what if it's a phishing website? You see, I was like, oh yeah, let's check it out just to be funny, but then I'm like, because a lot of the time with these suspicious advertisements, you know, they'll be saying one thing, and then you'll be like, they'll be like advertising like a product that kind of that's just kind of like kind of works, but then the real thing that they're advertising is you, right? Your information getting phished. I'm not getting baited. No. Torashi got baited. Torashi was the one that remembered what the thing was called. Yeah, let's not be funny. We're only serious here. Only talk about serious things. Yeah, man, I love fishing. Oh, no. It's not FISHING. It's PHISING. Wait, that's fishing. PHISHING. I'm about to fall right in. No, I'm not. I just noticed my mistake immediately, didn't I? Wait, did I tell you guys about this one time that I almost fell for one of those Discord, can you check out my game scams? Did I tell you guys about that one time? Wait, cause like I can't remember if I told anyone about this. Like, I remember telling one person about this, but I can't remember if it was Asta or you guys, because or I can't remember. Okay. So like judging by the reactions, I guess I haven't told you guys about this before. Well, here goes. So there was this once, about like an hour before. You're not one person unless, I mean, I remember talking about it on one occasion, right? Okay. You don't recall. Okay, so there was this once, 1 hour before I was scheduled to stream, right? And then somebody messaged me and they're like, oh, they used my name. They're like, oh, hey Neg, do you have a moment to help out with something, right? And then I'm kind of like, I've never been messaged by this person before, but then I checked them, right? No, not my real name. Like they said, hey Neg, right? And usually these bots, they just say hi, right? So like it was clear that it was a real person behind this message, right? And they were like, do you have a moment to help out with something? It's really important to me. And then I checked them, and they are a mutual friend with a friend of mine. And then we're also in a mutual server, another like VTuber server, right? And it's a VTuber friend that I used to be able to talk to a lot more, before the big time zone shift of 2022. Yes, before the big time zone shift. And so I'm like, okay, so this person's in the in-group of that friend, and this person looks like a real person. And also I even checked this person's Twitch page, right? Because this person is also a VTuber. And so I'm like, okay, I will hear you out. I don't know how I can help you, but I will hear you out. And then they tell me, oh, I have this friend who recently developed a game, and it's gonna be her birthday soon, but she doesn't have any confidence, Like, she doesn't have any confidence that anyone's gonna want to play her game. And so, like, me and a bunch of my friends, like, we wanted to, like, get a bunch of people to play her game. And so I was gonna make, like, a compilation video for her of, like, just you playing a little bit of the game and saying something nice about it, right? And then they linked the link, which was like a link to a GitHub page. I did not open it yet, and I'm like, oh no, wow, that's so nice of you, like you're doing this for your friend. Wow, thank you so much for inviting me. And I felt really fuzzy and warm inside, because I'm like, oh, that's so nice, right? Yeah, that's so nice of you. And then I was like, oh hey, so at this point, you think it's a real person, right? All signs of this point towards real person, right? It's the kind of story that appeals to me, because I'm like, oh, you're being so nice. Anyway, so like, it's 30 minutes until I have to stream, right? 30 minutes until 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, it's Neg Nasu, Neg Pal Hangout, 9 o'clock. Until 9 o'clock, right? And so I'm like, oh, hey, so I actually have stream in 30 minutes. I actually have stream in 30 minutes. I'm gonna be busy. Is it okay if I got back to you another day, or like after stream, tomorrow? I know that you're on a deadline, right? And this is the part where their response was kind of got alarm bells ringing in my head. I was like, huh? Because they're like, oh no, could you just like quickly download the game? Hey, have you? Yeah, was it a GitHub.io user control? It was a GitHub.io, which is why I did not click on it just yet, right? And they were like, yeah, essentially they were like, no, play it now, right? And I'm like, oh no, sorry, I was like, oh no, sorry, like I really can't, right? Like, I mean, they didn't say no, play it now. They're like, oh, could you just like quickly play a quick game? Hey, have you downloaded the game yet? And I'm like, hold on a second. Downloaded the game? You never told me this was I mean, like, I would expect it to be, right? And the fact that it even has online capabilities as well, apparently, from what they said in a previous message, I'm just kind of like, and so, that's a bit of a red flag, yeah. And you know what I say in response to that, right? I try to keep it casual because it's always best to be straightforward with people, and I'll be like, hey man, haha, oh, hey look, I'm really sorry, but I don't mean to suspect you or anything, but like, these scams, these bad actors have been going around on Discord lately, and like it's a really nice thing you're doing, cause like in my brain, I'm still being like, oh, this is probably a real person. And like, I don't want to be like, you're a bot, to if it's a real person, right? So then essentially I was just kind of like, oh hey, like, you know, warning them, telling them like, hey man, you kind of sound like a scam right now, and it is putting me a little bit on edge, and so I'm just kind of like, just be careful, you know, in future if you're gonna talk to people about this, because like I was gonna cut my losses, but I was gonna, on the off chance that it was a real person, I was just giving them some sort of, hey, you kind of came off a little bit beep bop boop. and then you know what they respond with? Question mark. They respond with question mark. Haha, what do you mean? Cause like I didn't use the word scam, right? I didn't use the word scam. I was like dancing around. I would be like, oh, bad actors, you know? And I'm kind of like, well, buddy, it reminds me of one of those Discord scams. It reminds me of one of... And then instead of being like, oh no, I'm so sorry, which is what a normal person would probably say, right? Or being like, oh my... Or being offended, or like, you know, having that moment of realization of somehow they came off. You know what they say? This is the most alien part of the interaction. No, literally, Zippy, literally, that is the response. They were like, haha, no, it's, I can come. As soon as they say these words, haha, no, 100% legit. They said the words, haha, no, it's 100% legit. Those words are the words you should not say if you want people to believe that it's 100% legit. So I simply chose to not interact because it was time for me to press the go live button, and I was going to tell you guys about this experience on that particular stream, right? But then on the inside I was kind of, oh, but what if it was a real person? I don't want to make fun of them. What if it was a real person? I don't want to make fun of them, you know? So I decided not to tell the story as soon as it happened, right? Because I clicked go live immediately, and then I didn't have time to get back to them after they said, haha, no, 100% legit. How long ago? This was like a few months ago. This was like in January. Anyway, after that, right? I forget about this. I wake up in the morning and I wake up to like another DM from them being like, hey, have you downloaded the game yet? Hey, hello? And that's when I knew, this person's a bot. But anyway, that is, they really, hey, have you downloaded my game yet? It's like that episode of SpongeBob. Like, hey, have you finished with those errands yet? Have you finished with those errands? No, I didn't download the game. It happens to real people though, usually just through MLM scams. Yeah, it does. And it's just, I think about this experience now, and I think, damn, I'm gullible. Damn, I was so close to clicking on that github.io link. I was so close. So anyway, this is, I always try to like make a moral out of the stories that I tell, but like this is a PSA to be wary. I think it is good to be nice to people. In future, if people do ask me to test out their game though, I will probably take them at face value, but like I will not forget that, cause on the outside, I won't change the way I behave, right? I'll still take them at face value, but on the inside, I'll have the, you know, like it took me a long time for me to go, but if I see it in future, I'll immediately go, hey Neg, can you test out my game? Link here. Oh, sorry, Mr. Cleritic bot, you forgot your link. If you're worried about a browser/IP information link, then even a web player or itch.io link is enough. Exactly. So these things are very, very, very dangerous. You guys can be susceptible to it. And if somebody out there wants to hurt you, they will use a link. Which is why this video was sponsored by nobody! I'm not... should really get a VPN though. I should really get a VPN though. Probably. Moral of the story, don't immediately assume links sent to you by strangers are dodgy. Hear them out, listen to their points, and then assume that they are dodgy. You know, to this day though, there is still a part of me on the inside that is thinking, what if it was a real person? And I think it's just so silly, because why am I worried? You know, I'm like, I hope I didn't hurt someone's feelings. It could have been, but like, it's just that 1% of, oh, I hope I didn't hurt this person's feelings. It's kind of, it's like something that keeps me up at night, you know? It's a real person, but still a scammer. I guess so. But what if they were being held at gunpoint, you know? Because apparently there's like a bunch of scammers out there that are being held at gunpoint, right? Now, if they were too pushy, that was a sin as well. Yeah, I guess so, but like, to what extent is too pushy, right? You hope that was a real person trying to cheer their real friend on, because it would be really funny. Yeah, no, if it was a real person, I hope that one day they learn how to not sound like a bot. Aussie Pigeon, hi, good evening, welcome, hi, hey, hi, hello, hi. That's just a testament to how good at heart. No, I don't necessarily think that I'm like particularly good at heart. I just think that it's not really anything. I don't really lose anything by helping someone out, you know. And I feel like if there is a net positive and you got to help someone out, then it's good, you know. No, I'm not a kind person. I'm just a curious person. Okay, I'm just a curious person. Oh, what would happen if I played their game? I hope they make it. Consider. Okay, I'll take the considerate. I'll take the considerate. I don't know. I don't really like putting these labels of like, I am nice, I am kind on myself, because it feels like, because I've done unnice things, right? I've done unnice and unkind things, and those things keep me up at night. So I try not to do unnice and unkind things. See, it's selfish of me. It's selfish of me to want to do nice things so that they don't haunt my conscience. You know, instead of actually caring for the other person, I'm caring about my own conscience. Ooh, see? It's selfish. Kuroto Senshiro, welcome. Thank you for the raid, bro. Thank you. Oh, Kuroto. Wait, didn't I see you in chat earlier? Were you chatting while you were streaming? Oh, you were playing the Pokemon TCG. Oh, fun. Wait, is there a digital version of that? I think Jordan's played the Pokemon TCG before. Thank you for the raid, bro. I hope you had a lot of fun with that one. Today we're just sort of chatting, and in case I misremembered and I just saw you yesterday and I confused it for today, I talked about a time where I almost got scammed. Hey, I have a question. So, do I get almost scammed frequently? Like, do I almost get scammed on a higher frequency? Because I do remember that there was this once, I ended up getting roped into an MLM meeting as well. Okay, so this one is a little bit of a convoluted story. You feel like I have a high chance of getting scammed? Oh yeah? Well, name one time I've gotten scammed, huh? name a one time I've been scammed. Yeah. Oh, I'm easy to rob because of the way that I stand. I stand in a pose. Shiro! Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I named the one time I got scammed. I don't know if you see, like, I can't name one time I got scammed because I don't know if I got scammed. Therefore, I've never been scammed and I never will be scammed unless I've been scammed before and I just simply don't know that I've been scammed. Then maybe I've been scammed and maybe you're scamming me right now. Oh! That one time when I gave money to the Scientologist to make him go away. I feel like we've sort of established that I was mugged, no? Like be we talked about this one. I thought we established that that was a mugging and that was not a scam. It was okay. TLDR for you guys. So there was this once where I was approached by an old man. He looked so old and old and decrepit, but not so old and decrepit. Anyway, he starts like, he was like, hey, do you have a moment to chat? And it was like in a wide city area, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, of course, because you know sometimes old people just want to talk, right? And then he starts talking to me about his about life and self-improvement or something. It was one of those self-help things, right? And then he slowly starts weaving in his religion into it, and he hands me a book, like a cult book, and he's kind of like, you see, like, it's all written here in this book, you know, here, like, hold on to this book. And he uses all this language as if he is going to give me this book, and then I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, because I didn't want to disagree, you know, I was just being nice. Mind you, this was before I grew my backbone, okay, this was before I grew a spine, okay, this is BS. Stands for before spine. You know how like the calendar has like BC and like AD? Yeah, this is BS, before spine, also known as bullshit. That is bullshit place. Okay. Yes, this happened in the before spine times. And so he used all this language that sort of implied that he was giving me the book, right? And so I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And I just I started getting scared as soon as I realized that this was a cult book. And so even more, I wanted to have as little trouble as possible. You know, I just let him talk. And I was like, oh, you know, these old people, they usually like burn themselves out on ranting. And I was still waiting for my friend at the train station, right? Because we agreed to meet there. But then I guess he just accosted the first lost looking young person, right? And so he continues, and then he pulls out the good old, anyway, this book costs $20. And I'm holding the book, and I didn't know what to do. And at that point, I just wanted him to go away. So I was just like, oh, okay. And then I gave him the $20 to make him go away. I believe the word that I used with my friend when she showed up was, hey bro, I got swindled. You see, like, okay, you guys are calling it a scam now, but before, when we were talking about it, I believe you guys very, very, very clearly called it a mugging. Is this not a mugging? No? How long ago was this? This was in my first year of university. I was mugged and scammed. This was a mugging. People used to do this in a city with mixtapes. See, it's a mugging. Okay. See, I feel like it's a lot cooler to say I got mugged instead of I got scammed. William Fee, thank you for the follow. Welcome. And Ellen Wynn, thank you for the follow. Welcome. You saw it as a mugging because I didn't believe what I paid for. Yeah, I was coaxed. I was finessed. I was mind gamed. Well, do I have a clip of that? No clip of that. Gonna need a tail wagging. Yeah. I've been meaning to look into animating one, but I don't know. Live2D is just too smooth, right? I don't know how many frames I gotta draw for the animated one. Also, hi Goonie. It's been a while, hasn't it? What did the pirate say when he turned 80? I'm old! No, it's I'm 80. Yeah, mugging seems violent. Finessed and scammed seems more appropriate. Could we at least call it swindled? Could we call it swindled? Because the scammed kind of sounds... Scammed sounds sounds like I was weak. Finessed also sounds like I was weak. See, swindled kind of gives me a bit of a leg up. Yeah, you're right. I was weak. I was too mentally weak. It was the way I told it, but if the old, decrepit, and ugly, my word was somehow menacing. No, he wasn't menacing. Well, you see, it was a time of my life, you know, considering BS and all that, before Spine, right? Everyone was menacing. Everyone is still kind of menacing to a certain degree. Let's call it tomfoolery. That involves money? No, then it's a scam! XX Tashi, thank you for the follow. Welcome. The mixtape scam would end in violence if you refused to pay. You don't know if the old man would, though. Well, maybe the old man would. You know, I call him old, but he was probably like in his mid-50s at most. And if he wanted to, he could probably beat me up. Actually, if I didn't fight back, he could probably beat me up. But then for most people, if you don't fight back, they could probably beat you up. Honestly, I don't remember enough about him to put him on a power tier list. What's the longest nap I've had? Just curious, because you have a new high score. Oh. I mean, if a nap gets long enough, that just becomes a sleep, no? You mean you can understand why I'd find the whole world menacing when you're Hey, so I noticed something interesting, right? I know, were I in a publicly visible space? Yes, I was in a publicly visible space. Funny that something that I realized as well is, you know, how you draw people depends on how tall you are. So I don't know if you guys know, but whenever I draw a picture, I've been trying to practice with like high angle shots, but usually when I draw a figure, right, it kind of has a camera up angle almost, because I'm used to looking slightly up at people. But apparently, right, this one came from somebody in art club, but there's this quite tall guy in art club, and I was looking at his pictures that he drew, and I noticed that most of his pictures were drawn from like a top-down angle, like the character, you are like subtly looking down at them, the camera angle. And so here comes my theory of, well, it's not really a theory, it's just an observation. Maybe you can deduce somebody's height based on how they draw people. You'd actually not considered that before. Because if you think about it, right? If you spend all day with like people shorter than you, that's how you take in your environment, and that's how you're gonna envision your environment. Dried! Thank you for the follow! Welcome! Yeah, people are gonna know you're short now. Yeah, that's okay. People already know I'm short. Get ready to be made fun of on the internet, bro. Maybe you can talk to people in new ways. Don't say that. I just like making guesses about people's situations, you know. Oh, you thought I was based on the Cheshire Cat, but I'm a dog. Yeah, it's called a cold reading. It's called a cold reading. I would do so well at tarot cards, bro. I would be such a great fortune teller. I would be such a great fortune teller. Funny that actually, I want to try doing some fortune telling. Cat girl. No, I'm dog. I'm wolf. Well, actually, here's the thing. I asked my mom the other day, Emma, am I more of a dog girl or a cat girl? And then my mom said cat. But that's different. It's different. It's you don't have the context. You don't have the context. And I asked her why, and she said, "Oh, because sometimes you're around a lot, and sometimes you're really, really friendly. But then once you're, but then sometimes you just disappear." And I'm like, "What do you mean disappear? I'm always at home." And she's like, "Yeah, but sometimes you just go into your room and I just never see you." Yeah, I I didn't give her enough options. I should have just asked her, hey, if I wasn't a dog, what animal would I be? But then she'd probably just come back around to saying dog anyway, right? Ah, Tetsuya Kintame! Thank you for the sub, bro! Thank you! I hope the Wi-Fi on your walk is okay. Ah, Jiro, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Mother knows best. Ah, but okay, fine. Be honest with me, bros. Be honest with me. Do I strike you more as a cat or a dog? Or a wolf? King of the jungle. Mom will say, what are you talking? You're a rat boy. The opposite. Goblin. Hamster. No. Hold on a second. I need you to elaborate on hamster. Clearly a lizard. A fox. Ooh, a fox. A dog with the amount my tangent reminds me of a dog finding new smells. Oh, just like the dog island. I'm gonna be a sniff master soon. I'm gonna be a sniff master eventually. I've seemed pretty human to me. No. Humans don't count. Humans don't count here. My mother doesn't seem this side of me when I'm streaming, right? The side when I feel most free to be myself. No, I feel like I act like this at home though. I do feel like I act like this at home though. Although I am Actually, now that I think about it, with my family members, I am a lot more reserved. Hey, cause I told you guys about how my family is like, right? And so like I tend to be a lot more of the go with the flow. Yeah, I tend to be a lot more go with the flow about things. So maybe I'm a bit more reserved. I don't know. Like I match people's energies, right? So if my mom is very, very talkative. Like if you think that I go on tangents, my mom probably goes on way more tangents than I do. And so a lot of the time when I'm with my mom, I'm hanging out with my mom, she's the one that just keeps talking and I'm like, yes, mother, yes. Yeah, she is. I keep telling her like you would be a great streamer, and she just says no, I'm old. But she's so silly. She's actually so silly. Like when my friends meet my mom, they're like, oh Neg, I understand how you are the way you are now. Yeah. My mom is where I get it from. Ah, hello General Dank. Good evening. Welcome. Hello. I am Neg Nasu. I awoke from a great slumber and my entire mind is discombobulated. Oh, by the way, speaking of my slumber and my schedule and everything that has been ruined and destroyed, I will be doing the overpainting stream on Saturday. I don't have a stream scheduled for Saturday because I thought that people were going to be coming over on Saturday. Presumably, my parents invited some people over, but they're not coming anymore. So we're going to stream on Saturday. Yeah. So we're gonna be doing overpainting on Saturday instead. So I'll make a schedule amendment on Discord after today's stream, or someone can. Cancel plans are the best plans, right? Ah, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I have a problem of knowing that my day is limited. And sometimes that stops me from doing things because I'm like, oh, 9 p.m. is stream time. If you have any unfinished business, be sure to finish it before 9 p.m. Otherwise it's stream time. So I try my best to get everything done before 9 p.m. But sometimes, you know, 9 p.m. is the point of no return. So here's a secret, right? If I ever seem like I don't have energy during stream, or if I ever look like I am distracted or something's on my mind during stream, 9 times out of 10, it is probably because I did not finish all of my daily tasks and I am feeling a little bit bad. But these things happen, right? These things happen. Did I hear the rumor about butter? Well, you're not gonna spread it. But you just told me there's a rumor. That's part of spreading it. Is that the case for today? Am I distracted today? No. That's not the case for today. The case for today is I am on the second day of Werewolf Week, and it has been a major pain in the ass. Literally. It has literally been a pain in the ass. Like, I could not sleep last night because... Can I say something? Oh no, I don't want to. No TMI. But this is gonna be really TMI. But also, I feel like I need to describe it because I usually describe things, right? So, but it's gonna be really TMI. It's gonna be really TMI though. Okay. Put up a warning first. Yeah, this is my warning. TMI is a treat. Okay. TMI is a treat. So you know that feeling like you really have to pee. You know that feeling you really have to pee, but there's actually no and it starts hurting because you really need to pee, right? But then when you try to pee, there's no pee. That's how it was feeling like all night last night because of Werewolf Week. Yeah, all night, as I couldn't sleep well last night. Yeah, that's how you felt when you had a UTI? Jesus Christ, really? So that's how it feels? Yeah, that is how it feels when it gets especially bad. And because I've been really stressed out about my thesis lately, I think the more stress there is, the worse it hurts. Yeah. Why did the math book look so sad? Because all of its problems. Also, dear math, grow up and solve all of your problems. That is a vintage core joke. That is very, very vintage. It reminds me of the one of like, math, stop trying to contact your ex. Sounds like you should drink a lot of water so you can actually pee though. Yeah, maybe that sounds like the right. That does sound like the right thing to do there. But yeah, so I've been kind of haunted by that all day. I did have a thesis review today, which it went well, but I got told that I chose the path of suffering, essentially. And I may have to make my own heuristics for this topic. I may have to go into the territory of forming my new heuristics. And that is going to be hell. What's that? So heuristics. Okay, so heuristics are a set of standards that I guess heuristics are a set of rules, right? Like so like a very, very basic example of a heuristic is like say for example you're playing a video game and general knowledge says that like, oh, it's always best to take this, right? And it's basically a set of like rule of thumbs, right? Rule of thumbs. Yeah, rule of thumbs. And so I might have to like formally create a new list of heuristics based on research. And like I know it sounds super simple, but heuristics need to be like rigorously tested, and it needs to be very heavily and well backed up. But because of the way that I structured my research and I structured my thesis, it doesn't work if I don't define heuristics. And it's heuristics for an angle in this topic, this research area that has never been made before. So that's why I'm pretty excited. Yeah, so that's why like 1, I'm really excited about the work I have to do. 2, I'm scared of the work I have to do. And 3, bro, if this works out, I can't wait to be cited in so many people's different research papers. Yeah! Yeah, my paper's gonna get APA referenced by uni students in 5 years. Yeah! But it's gonna, you don't think reality works like that? Yeah, I don't think reality works like that, but still, you know, these heuristics might exist somewhere already, right? And they're probably like buried underneath like 10,000 different layers of paywalls of obscure academic papers. And so like, who's to say that it doesn't even exist already? Excited, scared, and proud. Did I hear about the kidnapping at school? It's oh, God damn it. That's not where I expected that joke to go. Right. Yeah, rule of thumbs. It might be an obvious thing to you, but not to others. It's manga! Rico, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Where are all these new people coming from today? I'm just sitting here yapping. I literally told everyone, hey, the plans for today's stream might not be happening because I don't have the brain power. It's like 1, I'm still pretty tired from waking up from my nap, and 2, I haven't drawn all week. I haven't drawn anything all week, so I don't know. I feel like I'm rusty, and I don't feel comfortable overpainting when I haven't had any practice all week, you know? Who are all these people? That image of Patrick. Who are all you people? What do you call an elephant that doesn't matter? Irrelevant. Well, now you're just making reference to the elephant in the room. Yeah, too busy with uni. You see, like the worst case scenario for me is, right? The best case scenario for me is I do my thesis, it gets some sort of an award. Industry professionals are like, yeah, we want to work with that one, and I'm like, hell yeah, graduation and job. Right? Because that's what happens to my sister. That's what happened to my sister. Like, she graduated with honors in animation, and she has never ever had to look for a job. She's always been scouted. Yeah, my sister's powerful. She's always been scouted. She's never had to apply for a job. And that's made her so strong. Yeah, I know, she's so cool, right? She's so cool. She told me not to tell anyone. I mean, she told me not to tell. I'm not trying to. Wait, no. Okay, no, she told me not to tell. No, she didn't. The context. Okay, the context is she told me not to like tell anyone who knows her, like, personally, right? Because then there might be a conflict of interest, and there might be like bad blood, or there might be bad feelings, you know? But I feel like I can tell you guys, right? Like no one that knows her in her industry, right? Because she doesn't want people to feel bad, and she doesn't want people to feel intimidated, right? It wasn't her qualifications that got her the job. Employers saw her get the bean on stream. But she's been working for way longer than I've been streaming. Does my sister have socials? She does, but we decided that at the start of me streaming that we were gonna keep each other separate. But for context, if you're talking about e-clout, my sister has way more e-clout than me. Like my sister has big e-clout, but she doesn't care about the e-clout. But so that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Yeah, it's doxy. Why aren't koalas bears? Because they don't meet the qualifications. Yeah, she did chat here that one time. She did. But it's sort of like going into it. I was also kind of like, I don't really want to mix my sister and I's online activities. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's fine for her to show up here once in a while. But it's also kind of like, I will respect, as much as I love my honest. Sorry, that physically hurt me to say. That physically hurt me to say. As much as I like hanging out with my sister, I also, we keep our space separate, please. We keep our space separate. Hey, Torashi, hey! Shh. Hello, welcome back, Trollius. Welcome back. What the frick have you been missing? We've just been chatting. We've just been chatting about uni, I guess. Uni and jobs and pains and stuff. Okay, I hope you have a good time playing Baldi's Basics with your friends, Triceratops. Let me know how it goes. What did the owl say to his doctor when the doctor took a while? Don't worry, I'll wait. Where are you getting this from? Where are you getting all of these jokes from? Didn't my sister say I can get a commission from it? Yeah, yeah, she did. I don't know if she's gonna post it on her page in particular. Oh, maybe she will. Oh, maybe she will. Maybe this is maybe she's comfortable with us merging our identities. Got a poll for what I want to do today. I do have a poll for what I want to do today, but I don't want to bring out the poll just yet, cause I want to keep talking. What's an asset? A small dog. Oh no, oh no, the entire chat is delving into dad jokes. Okay, we've hit ground zero. Wait, not ground zero. We've hit terminal velocity. We've hit terminal velocity. Oh yes. Yes. Okay, I just opened up my Discord chat with Asta and I remembered what I was gonna say. I have a plan for making a Negpal plush. I have a plan for sewing. My plan is I'm gonna get a bunch of clay. I'm gonna make a clay model of a Negpal. I'm gonna harden that clay and I'm gonna wrap that clay in foil and then I'm gonna cut out and cut out that foil and then make a sewing pattern based on the foil. I mean, doesn't that sound? Yeah. See? Prototype for mass production. Not mass production, but like streamlined production, right? Yeah. I know it sounds absolutely insane. But I think it'll work. Cause that's what I used to do with cosplay, right? When I had no idea how to sew clothes, like back when I was younger, and so I would just wrap myself in foil. I still have to sew it though. We'll get to that, you know. I sew, then I reap later. Clay sculptures can also be pretty hard, but maybe it'll. Oh god. Look, why are there so many prerequisites for, like, I find out that I need to learn how to sew, and then now I find out I need to learn how to sculpt. One of these days, I'm gonna do like a welding stream, so I can reap later. Mossy, you gotta head off to get prepared for tomorrow. Please do take care on your trip, all right, Mossy? I hope you have fun, and I hope everything is relatively painless. And hopefully you can get enough internet, just a little bit of internet, so you don't go insane in seclusion. Making my own blade on stream. Oh, that would be sick! I wanna do the thing where I get like so many pieces of foil and like push it and press it together, and then we sharpen it. Oh wait, but that's reflective. As long as I don't eat the clay, I might shiver it. Oh my god, I love those. I love those from back in the day. When you see it, you will shit bricks. Hey guys, welcome to my DIY jet engine repair stream. With this, I can finally make a neck. So it turns out I need to learn electrical engineering. Hold on a second. Hey guys, welcome to my. You don't think normal steel is reflective enough? Can't wait to see me on Forge with fire. All this just to make a Negpal plushie, man. All this. I mean, it's really fun. It's really fun because it makes me feel like I'm a kid again. Because listen. The funnest part about cosplay. You see, okay, I'm about to go on a rant. Okay, is it okay if I go on a rant? No, of course it's okay. This is my stream, and I'll rant about whatever I damn well please about ranting about. Anyway, here is Neg Nas's next rant. So, back in my day. Wait, no, I have to start off with some context first. So the context is, you see, nowadays when people cosplay, right? What do you think of when you think of cosplay? Like, where do you think the costume comes from? Oh, Coffee Beans Cafe, thank you for the follow. Oh, that's a cute name. Thank you, bro. Welcome. Okay, so nowadays when people cosplay, right? They mostly AliExpress. Yep, AliExpress. They buy the cosplay on the internet, and yeah, they buy it. Most people buy their cosplays. Yeah. When you think of cosplay, you think of pretty girls. You see, back in my day, cosplay wasn't all about pretty girls wearing costumes that they bought online, even though pretty girls wearing costumes they bought online is pretty pretty baller, right? Yeah, it's not really no more high-end tailoring, but I guess like it does make me a little bit sad. You know, because when I was a teenager and I was like, you know, all sparkly-eyed about the whole cosplay thing, it wasn't pretty girls and professional photo shoots online. It was a bunch of kids dressing up as their favorite characters and posting pictures and being like, hey, look at this scenario that we acted out, and taking pictures and being like, ha ha ha, this is so canon, right? Ha ha ha. Yeah, it used to be more about play. And a lot of the fun part was us, like, you know, finding techniques to make the costume look accurate, like buying clothes, modifying them, sewing your own clothes, buying a wig, styling that wig yourself, and sort of like doing makeup to look as anime as possible, but not to look as beautiful as possible, but to look as anime as possible, right? And I guess like looking as anime as possible and looking as beautiful as possible goes hand in hand, but it was more like, how do I put it, cartoony, you know? It felt more cartoony. Like I remember there was this one summer holiday where we had so you know how my group of friends, right? This was I think in our first year of uni. My group of friends, we have one friend who has a very big house and her parents are often out. So this is injury friend, actually. This is before she this is before she got her carpal tunnel and the RSI in her shoulder. Right, like we would all go to her house and we would make cosplay props together, and we ruined her carpet. We ruined her carpet, but like I remember like we all took turns, you know, sitting in the chair, and I would be styling their wigs and we would be ironing skirts together, and it was really nice. And then the day before the con, we all had a big sleepover at her house, and it was like, yay! You know, was this with the cosplayer friend? Yeah, this was with the cosplayer friend. This was the era where she discovered her love for cosplay. Because she used to be, apparently, like, in high school, she used to be really, really shy and really nervous, but she kind of had that, like, goblin energy about her, you know? But then after she started cosplaying, and then that's when she came out to everyone and her family, like, hey, I'm gay, you know, and stuff like that. And now she's a lot more herself. But pretty much all I'm saying is, like, the process of cosplay, it was so fun, you know, it was so much fun. And like when we were thinking about props, right? We would all rummage through our houses to find like weirdly shaped objects that we could paint, like spray paint into new objects, or like you know, mold together, and we'd pick up new skills as well, right? We would pick up new skills, and we would be like, oh, how do we do this? And then we like took out trigonometry, we took out like our basic trigonometry and geometry, you know, to create props, and we had to do all that calculation and everything, and it was we helped each other wrap each other in foil as well to get our exact measurements, and it was just really, really nice, you know, it was really nice. But now when I think of cosplay, or when I say cosplay, instead of thinking about all that fun stuff, and instead of thinking about the play, you know, it's not even about a costume. Well, yeah, it's more about a costume. It's just a pretty girl in a costume, right? And then you just throw money on the internet and you buy a costume, and then you just turn into a pretty girl. Yeah, and it feels, yeah, and I don't know, it just doesn't, it makes me feel sad, right? You see a lot of, do you have the money and the looks? But before, it wasn't about the looks, it was about the vibes, you know, about the vibes. Peak Italian, welcome. Good evening, holding up alright? I'm holding up alright. I went on a little bit of a tangent about, quote unquote, the good old days of cosplay. Okay, so I don't think it's fair to say that it's not true cosplay. I think there is still a place for it, because let's be real, the beautiful girls are beautiful. Okay, I'm not complaining about the abundance of beautiful girls. right? But I am complaining about how it feels like the true spirit of cosplay has been lost, right? Hot take, to each their own. Yeah, to each their own. To each their own. But I do think that there has been a growing stigma about cosplay. You know what I mean? It's sort of like people see it as more shallow than what it actually is, right? Because when you immediately think of a cosplayer, like you're thinking of someone beautiful and all that, when there's a lot that goes into it, and you don't necessarily have to be beautiful. Like granted, right? Granted, I think it's the internet effect. Like you see, it's always the most impressive people who bubble up to the top. And then it discourages people who might not be sort of at that professional caliber, because a lot of cosplayers, they're models, right? They are straight up just models. Like in the traditional sense. They're models, except their particular niche of modeling is looking like an anime character. Yeah, becoming more mainstream. And that's gonna happen, right? Because it's just how it is. But I guess it's mostly for me nostalgia for the days when it was more niche. just a little bit of nostalgia. Cosplay was that endearing shitty collage in Photoshop that was poorly edited as a meme. Yeah. But like, I do have to say, this probably related to something about the corporatization of the internet, yada yada yada, you know all that stuff. To cover up his butt quack. No, it's not gatekeeping good. No, not gatekeeping good. No, I do not think that in this particular case gatekeeping good. But I do feel like there needs to be a consciousness of the fact that there was a before time. Right? Same effect that happens with competitive RTS. A lot more people would play it if they knew it was just people slapping each other with pool noodles instead of 300 APM. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like if the highest level of everything is always the one that's being shown, then people are going to assume that that's the only thing there. And I think that you see it with VTubers as well. They expect like, oh, you know, I have to have a debut, I have to have all this and all that and yada yada yada, because once again the top of the top have that stuff, right? When all you really need is you know, you think the same idea with the aesthetification of subcultures in general. Yeah. Is the aesthetification, like, which I don't necessarily dislike. Personally, I think aesthetification is fine, but if it becomes representative of an entire subculture, then that is where you get issues of perception, right? That is where you get issues of perception, which is like the thing that Argo said about, like, when you think of RTS, you think 300 APM, you think that's what you think. And also I closed so many things accidentally. I closed chat. Hold on a second. I need to reopen the chat. You're waiting for stream to accidentally end. Gotta try and make sure you actually try enjoying it to stream instead of dumping a lot of money on equipment to find out you hate it. Right. Exactly. Everyone has a debut, so I'll have a debut, and everyone else has a cover song, so I'll make a cover song. Right. Where here's the thing. For me, it was reverse, right? Like, I was making cover songs, and then I was like, oh, everyone's a VTuber, so I should be a VTuber. And then here I am. I'm still on cover song art block. I'm working on it, right? I'm working on my art blocks. I'm working on cover songs. It's just that, oh my god, target folder C users OneDrive desktop is a special folder. It's not supposed to be a repository root. Are you sure you want to initialize a Git repository inside? What the hell did I just do? myself a VTuber since I was so music-based back then. Yeah, I remember back then I was offended if someone called me a VTuber. Because I had that I had that like type 4 energy, right? The type 4 energy, no, I'm not a VTuber. No, don't call me a VTuber. I'm not a VTuber. I'm an utaite, right? And now look at me. I'm a VTuber. Venetrix VT, welcome. Thank you for the follow. All you need to be a VTuber is a model, an OBS, and boom, you're all set up. Exactly. I don't know, man. And see, that's like, this is, I'm sorry, I always come back here. But that was the thing that I was talking about the other day as well, with like, if it's so easy to be a VTuber, then why is there so much pompousness in people separating, oh, I am the streamer, chat, don't get parasocial, when like, bro, come on. I don't think you are at the size to the point where your chat can get parasocial. I mean, come on. If you individually recognize the names, then that's not parasocial. That's social. Gotta treat each other like people. We're back here again. Okay. I'm not gonna like go too deep into this again. All right. I'm not going too deep into this again. But I'm just saying. It's something that I feel so strongly about. Oh, AOH, welcome. You hope I'm not feeling dizzy. Nasu is not gonna permanently speeding teacup. Bro, that's how I feel right now, bro. Thank you for the bits, bro. Thank you. Good evening. Honestly, I am still feeling a little bit woozy because werewolf month is still kicking my ass. Werewolf week is still kicking my ass. So a week. Oh god, if it was a month, I would be dead. me talking to male friends. You're on your period again? Why does it sound like you're always on your period? It's like it happens like once every month. Do I do the spinning teacup? It's been so long since I've been to an amusement park. It has been so long since I've been to an amusement. Yeah, Scrikey, you have no idea, but I told my sister today how much I was suffering, and she was like, have you just considered not? I have considered not, actually. Funny that, like, cause I was thinking like, oh, I probably don't want to give birth to a kid because I am afraid, and also in this economy, I don't know. So I was actually thinking like, what if I just remove my uterus? Is there a surgery to do that, right? And if I ever want a child, I'll just adopt one, you know? Right, I was thinking about that. I thought about, because I mean it sounds drastic, and I got scared, so then I didn't. I got scared, so I stopped looking at it, and I probably won't, right? I probably won't because it's scary. Hysterectomies aren't really that drastic. Yeah, it can be reversed, right? It can be reversed. I told my mom I thought about it, and she was like, no. So to keep my mom happy, I probably won't. Valham, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, adoption is always a good option for kids, and you know, an adopted kid will always have a leg up on hatched kids. In that I chose this one. Your parents didn't choose to have you. I chose my kid. How am I getting a grandchild if you do that? Yeah, that's probably how my mom feels. No. Okay, so you know how I am no longer in my early 20s, right? My mom told me, hey, when are you gonna have kids? You're running out of time. And I kind of looked at her and I'm like, what? But I'm not that old yet. And also my sister doesn't have kids, so why don't you go bother her? And my mom's like, oh, your sister's probably not gonna have kids. It was fine, but when are you gonna have kids? And I'm like, how? First of all, how? Second of all, whom? Third of all, what? Right? And and she's kind of like, you know, if you have kids now, you can leave your kid with me and I can take care of them, you know. Have kids sooner so they can grow up sooner, and then you can have the rest of your life free. And then she starts talking to me about how, like, you know, I regret having kids so late, you know, now I'm old, you see, now you're grown up, but now I don't have energy to do whatever I want. See, don't be like me, have your kids early. And then kick them out, and then you have the energy to do whatever you want. And I'm like, okay, I get that, right? I get that. But also, at the same time, I'm a kid. I don't want baby, I'm baby. Your parents gave up a long time ago, thankfully. Your sister has enough kids for the both of you. Yeah, I wish I could say that, right? I wish I could say that. But I feel like, I genuinely feel like, even if my sister gets married, right, I don't think she's the type of person who would have kids. And so, like, between me and my sister, my mom considers me to be the more, I guess, traditional one, which is very strange, because if you look at me, there's like almost nothing traditional about me, right? and so she's kind of like, oh, you know, she places her hand on my shoulder and she's like, you must like, it's literally continue the bloodline. And I'm like, it's just not profitable to have you. I feel like instead of profitable, Zian, the word you're looking for here is financially viable, no? Because profitable implies that you are doing something for the sake of earning money. Profitable, what are you gonna do with kids? Investment. Yeah, it feels like my mom bet everything on me, and I'm just kind of like, but why me? I guess I'm the lesser of two evils, right? The Asian tradition of not being married, not having kids, and going into content creation. Yes, see, AOH, see? Well, to be fair, I am still in my engineering degree, and I am not married yet, and I haven't moved out yet. And though maybe she's expecting me to stop streaming once I graduate. Because I think the way that my mom thinks of me streaming is that, like, oh, she's just doing it for fun, and and she's just getting pocket money from it. It's keeping her happy. She seems really focused on her studies. She doesn't go out much anyway. And, like, I keep telling my mom that, like, you know, streaming has been so positive for me. Mother, streaming has been so positive for me. Look at how much I've learned from talking to all these different people from different walks of life, mother. You see, streaming is great because you get to talk to all these people. Did you know I learned a lot of communication skills from streaming? Did you know that I learned leadership skills from streaming? Did you know that many things can be learned about social interactions from streaming, mother? You know, and it's fun, but if streaming is viably feasible, no. Even if streaming was viably feasible, I would not want to stream full time. No, absolutely not. I am way too socially awkward and nervous. Or let's not say nervous, right? Oh, let's not say awkward. Let's say nervous, right? To make streaming a full-time thing. Because once you attach livelihood to streaming, that means that my relationship with you becomes conditional, right? And I don't like that. I know how that felt, and I don't like that. I really do not want my relationship with you, my community, my neg pals, to become conditional, you know? What do I mean by conditional? It's sort of like, I don't want to look at you guys and think dollar signs, right? Like, it is how it is. Like, I don't want to look at you guys and be like, oh, I better be nice to this person, otherwise I'm not eating this month, you know? I wanna be able to bully people. I wanna be able to bully you guys without repercussions. I mean, I'm kidding. I wouldn't bully you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I want you to be here because you just want to be here, right? I don't want you to be here because you're like, oh no, if I'm not here, my Neg Nasu Tamagotchi's gonna die. Like, see, like, which is why, like, I don't see you any differently if you have a sub badge or if you don't have a sub badge, if you donate, if you don't donate. You know, that's the nice part about not doing streaming full-time. And I don't think I will ever want to go full-time. Like, even if, let's say, like, hypothetically, Neg Nasu goes to 1,000 viewers every day, woohoo! I still don't want to do it full time. It's just stressful. I don't like thinking of people that way. It keeps me up at night, literally. It keeps me up at night, literally, okay? Because I know to some extent in life, our relationships with people are transactional, right? To some extent. But when it's something like streaming and it becomes directly transactional, and it feels bad. It feels bad. Wahoo! And like, mind you, like I feel like I always have to give this caveat, right? Like, I haven't always felt this way. I mean, I've been around for like 3.5 years, right? The 3.5 years. I've been around for 3.5 years, and I spent like 2.5 of those years. Yeah, two and a half of those years, sort of chasing the dream of full-time streamer, and then I had like, and then I took a break for a month to do uni, right? And also during that month, I made a lot of realizations about things, and I'm just kind of like, yeah. You know, I gain so much more socially from you guys than I gain from financially from you guys. And by socially, I don't mean social climbing. By socially, I mean like you refill my social battery. And that is something so hard to do. That is so hard to do because I am reclusive as all hell. Going full-time changes the time we have from fun random streams to an actual job. Exactly! Realistically, what would I do if I go viral or something and the community time's 10 times bigger one day to the other? Oh, if I go viral randomly and the community randomly gets like 10 times bigger, like in one day? What would I do? Fun thought experiment. What would I do if community randomly got bigger in one day? I think I would take a break for a week and wait for that number to go down. Because I've told you guys this, right? I don't like too many new people at the same time. Because too many unfamiliar names, you know? It's like Patrick going home under his rock and he's like, who are all you people? You know? It's the who are all you people? Where's Scrikey? Where's Zippy? Belfast? Where's Rodrixon? Where's ZN? Where's Clueless? Huh? Where's Opalure? Where's Argo? Where's Creo? Where's Torashi? Where's Kushkoma? Who are all you people? Do I hide the view numbers normally? Yeah, I do hide the view numbers normally. Because, you know, like to me, like I like to envision us as a group of maybe like 20 people. Yeah, there's usually like 20 people chatting at a single time if I had to estimate. I'd imagine us as a group of 20 people sitting around a campfire. Or like being rowdy in a classroom, you know. Yeah, it's generally not a good idea to mention viewer count. And like regardless of like how small or how big that number is, I think I will always envision us as 20 people singing a campfire song. And who knows, you know, who knows? Maybe I am the most insidious VTuber of all time. Instead of the girlfriend experience, I give you the we are best friends experience, and then I rip your heart out by saying sorry, we're not actually best friends. Oh wait, that's really sad. Even if I think of it that way. Wait, that's really sad. Even when I think of it that way. Oh man, I'm sorry, my social bandwidth is just not strong enough. Like, trust me, even if I had a best friend IRL, I do have a best friend. You know, Asta is one of my top 10 friends. By the way, she's not only in my top 10 friends, she's in my top 5 friends. She's in my top. I'd say if she's tied for best friend, okay? And I only talk to her like once or twice a week. Okay, I'm not ranking my no, it's I'm not ranking them on purpose. I'm not ranking them on purpose. It's just I'm putting into perspective how often I talk to my friends, okay? I'm putting in perspective how often I talk to my friends, okay? Like, I love my friends to death, but I genuinely do not talk to them as often as other people talk to their friends. No friend tier list! No, stop! and it's just like, I feel like it's a problem. I am very, very reclusive. And so like, this is why streaming works for me, right? This is why streaming works for me. We can be close friends now, and then we can go away, and then we can come back and be close friends again. You know, it's we're playing house. We're playing house. We're playing house, and today I will be your dad. You find it's hard to keep up with friends after getting married and just being older in general. Yeah. Like, half my friend group disappeared for the first year after, like, I think when I started streaming, see, one of the reasons I chose to start streaming is because that was the year when a lot of my friends graduated, right? And so, you know how I'm doing honors, which makes my degree so much longer than my friends. My friends mostly graduated sooner than me, and they all started getting full-time jobs, right? And so our friend group stopped hanging out as often. And so I think that's also when I started streaming, to like sort of fill the gap. Or like, you know, to branch out and stuff like that. And so it's, I get that, right? I get that. Life stages, you know, I can't, and now we make plans to hang out at least, you know, 2 times a month. You know, board game squad, cosplay squad. Oh, I miss them. But I can't imagine how much worse it's gonna get once they all get married. Or if I get to hang out with their partners, you know, or if we're gonna drift apart. But I don't think we are. I feel like it's like a lifelong friends situation. Hastar, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hey, I'm just saying. Oh god. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I don't want to do this to my friends. Okay, I don't want to do this to my friends. But some of them, 2 of them in particular, they do not strike me as would get married types. 2 of them? No, I think it's mostly 1 of them. Yeah, 1 of them strikes me as not a would get married type. I don't know. No. I think she would be fine. Okay, I think she would be fine as marriage material. But I don't think she wants to get married. Like, she's Oh, we're so back, bros. We are so back. We're so back. Welcome back. I didn't want to end it like that. I didn't want to end it like that. I didn't want to just be like, oh yeah, she's no marriage. Okay. So what I was gonna say is, okay. So here's the thing, right? You know how I said that my friend group is 5 people, including me? I lied. It's actually 6 people. But I had nothing to say about the 6th friend. I had nothing to say about her. And no, I told you guys I mixed and matched people, right? And I like, and also it's not, okay, look, she wasn't invited to the pool party, okay? So I didn't talk about her during the pool party. It wasn't my decision to not invite her, okay? No. I mean, I didn't technically lied to you. No, I did. I was Frankensteining people. Okay. Let me explain. Okay, so ages ago, I was like a sketchbook stream, and then I was talking about I went to the pool with my friends, right? And so that day there was 5 of us, and I was like, no, it wasn't me, okay? It was cosplay girl. It was her birthday, and apparently cosplay girl talked to the 6th friend who wasn't invited, and cosplay girl decided to not invite that friend out of consideration because that friend was having body image issues, and she thought that it would be like unkind to invite her to something that would have, like, you know, something that would require her to wear a swimsuit, right? From the 3 things you know about her, sounds like she wants to get married. No, yeah. Which is, yeah. That's why she wasn't invited. And then when I asked cosplay girl about it, she was like, yeah, that's why she's not invited. And she was like, if it's okay, can we please not tell that friend so that she doesn't get upset, right? So it's actually a 6-person friend group, okay? Look. And then like it started getting awkward because then I made you guys think that it was only these people in the friend group, and I was mixing and matching their personalities together anyway because I didn't want to give too much information away about each particular friend, so that you guys might end up, like, you know, being able to triangulate and find information, because the triangulation of information is really scary, and then it's doxy, you know, because it only takes one person with bad social cybersecurity to get everybody doxed, you know. So anyway, so all I'm saying is I have 6 friends. Wait, no, I have 5 friends. I'm the 6th. But also, like, Yeehaw friend, she has her other friends, so she's kind of like a peripheral friend, and she doesn't really show up, so it mostly is the 5 of us. So anyway, I'm the one with bad cybersecurity. Yes, I am the one with bad cybersecurity, so I'm putting everyone else in danger. Yeah, Cowboy, she doesn't really show up. Right? She doesn't. It's okay. Peripheral friend, as in she has other friends. Okay, I don't want to say other cooler friends because that sounds bad. But she has other friends, and she doesn't really have time for us too often. And also because she lives, like, really, really, really far away. Like, who the fuck lives in? Yeah. Damn, they're cooler. I don't know if her other friends are cooler, but they're friends that live closer to her, right? Because we met her at uni, and you know how uni is sort of like everyone goes to uni. So ever since we graduated, we haven't been seeing her as often because she lives in. You know who has worse cybersecurity? Tisa. Oh, she absolutely does. She has the worst cybersecurity known to man. Like, no, deadass, Tisa. There was this once in the group chat, she told us her password. She's like, haha, yeah, my password to everything is this. And then we were all like, excuse me? So yeah, cowboy friend, cosplay friend, mommy friend, forever single friend, and who? Cowboy, cosplay, mommy, forever single. You're missing injury friend. Injury friend. You're missing carpal tunnel injury friend. How dead is the ass? Soul dead. So yeah, so I mix and match details about friends, okay? Injury friend, that's the Tetris friend? Yeah, injury friend is the Tetris friend. She got carpal tunnel from playing Tetris. She also once had a collapsed lung. So that was fun. And also she's got issues in her shoulder now because she's been drawing a lot. Yeah, so that's also yeah. Is she alright? I feel like she doesn't really like to talk about it, and I'm worried for her. You know, does she have a fundraiser? God, I really wish. Like, for her birthday, we all bought her like a split keyboard, so that she would be able to sort of more ergonomic setup, you know, but she had a long gloves. That was fun. No, I mean fun as in yikes. Does she have a phone? Yeah, I don't know though. Like she's very soft-spoken, right? She's very, very soft-spoken. Like when my friends came over to have dinner with us, like my sister was like, yeah, the mom friend is really funny, and also the cosplay friend is an absolute menace. And she was like, your other two friends, they don't really say very much, do they? And I'm like, yeah, no, that's just how they've always been. You know, that's just how they've always been. And I do not mean to be rude, right? I do not mean to be rude. But I'm a little bit worried for them because I am a little bit worried for them because it feels like they haven't really gone out of their way to make new friends, you know, and sometimes mom friend and cosplay friend and I we like to invite like our other friends, you know, like one or two of our other friends to our hangouts to sort of like be like, hey, here are some new friends for you guys. But it feels rude because it like how do I put this? It's sort of like I don't want to assume like, oh, you don't have any friends, but also it's like, oh, you know, of the years that I've known you, because we've known each other for like almost like half a decade now, right? Like probably more than half a decade. Like I've known them for like a really big chunk of my life now, and I don't know, they don't. It's like at first it was fine, right? At first it was fine, but they haven't really been branching out, and they're really quiet, you know, as you've seen, because mom friend and my sister, mom friend and cosplay friend were talking to my sister when they came over, interacting and everything, but injuring friend, and we gotta come up with a better name for Forever Alone friend, because that is a mean name for someone. That is a mean name. We need to call her something else. Wait, let's call her. No, what's Lonely Guy's nickname? Do you know? Don't call her that. Don't call her that. Lonely friend. No. I need to just find another. I need to. No. I need to find another defining name for a very independent friend. What do we call her? What does she like? She likes light novels. She likes RPG horror games. She's actually... She and I were actually like... The reason I like Faith so much, right, is because like she and I, we had so much fun laughing about Faith together. Like she's the one person in my friend group, right? My friend group that I can talk about all of my niche interests with. Am I sure this friend isn't me? Yes, I'm sure this friend isn't me. She likes philosophy. She likes sociology. She's also really into tech. She also likes, you know, creepy cryptid internet stuff. It's not me. It's not me, okay? It's not me. It's not me. Yeah, she's niche friend. Yeah, niche friend. Nerd friend. Neg friend. Fujil friend. Yeah, she is a Fujil. She is a Fujil. Horror techie friend. Yeah, hermit friend. Did they happen to stream as a YouTuber called VTuber called Neg Nasu? No, they don't! Okay, the literally me friend. Yeah. She's the literally me friend. Right. But like she's a lot. Okay. How about this? She's the introverted version of me. Okay? Does that help? No, that doesn't help. That sounds rude. That sounds rude. No, she is her own person. Okay? She's so much cooler than me when it comes to a lot of stuff. Can we call her niche friend? I like niche friend. Let's call her niche friend. Let's call her niche friend because the reason why I am like so like hyped up on all of my interests is because like I think she was one of the first people that I met at uni who I was able to just unlock all of this like super nerdy niche stuff that I really liked to, you know, and I was like, oh no way, nobody at my old school was like this. Like if my friends had to give me a nickname out of their group though, I'd probably be the VTuber friend. I'm the VTuber friend. And I don't know why, but that feels really, really bad. That feels awful. Good morning, Artelian. Good morning, Taeyu. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How coincidentally, the two Germans are awake. It's not that bad. Not a bad nickname. I guess so. Because, what about Utaite friend? Yeah, maybe Utaite friend might be a bit better. So, I'm gonna come clean about something, okay? I'm come clean about something, okay? Sometimes, being called a VTuber is kind of embarrassing. Being a VTuber is like saying that I'm a VTuber. It's kind of embarrassing, right? And I think it is embarrassing because I am embarrassing, because I am silly on stream, and doing silly things on stream is the VTuber way, right? But it's sort of like if I call myself a VTuber, that's like admitting to someone and saying, haha, I'm silly. I'm a fool. I know nothing. I may be a silly clown. Why do I know all of these Guilty Gear songs and I haven't even played Guilty Gear? I've just been listening to the playlist. Guravaka, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, the songs are so good. And the songs have funny lyrics, okay? The songs have really funny lyrics. I don't play fighting games because my brain doesn't work fast enough for fighting games, unfortunately. Seeing silly people IMO is better than seeing lewd. I guess so. I mean, it's once again to each their own, live and let live kind of thing. Some people want the lewd VTubers, some people want silly, and some people want. Yeah, Naoki's lyrics are so goofy because of the broken. Yeah. What rhymes with? Hey, bro. What rhymes with blazing, bro? That's right. Blazing rhymes with blazing. Fighting games hurt your hands, but so does drawing. Oh yeah, absolutely. Please do not get carpal tunnel. Okay, please do not get carpal tunnel. I don't want to get into fighting games because that's another thing that I can't pick up more things, bro. Please. All I need to know about the fighting game terminology is because all you need to know is fighting game terminology because it's the funniest of all game lingo. Alright. Drop one on me, yeah. Drop one on me. Grazing like a cow. Blazing, tasing, amazing, hazing. My hands are my valuable assets. They are. I'm a programmer. I'm an artist. If I lost my right hand, it's all gonna be Jova for me. You know, I won't be able to do much anymore. They'll call me Neg Nasu, the no right hand have an ass. I'm an Olympic level basket weaver. You must understand. What if I use AI? Don't even suggest that, Rodrickson. You are treading on. Don't even say that. You feel like the Zing words have a propensity for violence. Fuzzy guard, dick jab, rapid cancel, meaty. Wait, that's why you guys kept saying meaty? Wait, meaty? Ugh. Wait, is the dick jab from Grand Blue Versus when Belial grabs your balls? Is that what dick jab comes from? So I have a favorite Grand Blue fantasy character, and his name is Belial. And in Grand Blue Versus, you know, they made a fighting game about Grand Blue Fantasy. They gave him a special move that makes him sort of reach down and goes ha ha ha, and then he grabs your balls. Oh, it's just a crouching jab. Oh, okay. Understand. The only thing you can think about Grand Blue Versus is the Namaya chest hitbox on her jab. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, Namaya. They put all of the sexiest characters in Grand Blue Versus. Is that the hot guy with the shirtless guy? Well, hot is subjective, right? But yeah, he's the one with the speedos. At some point, I did want to play Grand Blue Versus. I think I have Grand Blue Versus on Steam, actually. I purchased Grand Blue Versus, and I've never opened it up ever. And I am a little bit afraid. No. It turns out today has just turned into another yap stream, and I might end the stream a little bit early because my tummy's still hurting me, and it's really hurting me, and I'm talking a lot to distract myself from the pain, but it really hurts, bro. Which is like also why I didn't want to draw, and also I was like, oh, maybe I should sing, but then no, that's gonna hurt me if I sing. The new one is a weird free-to-play model with rotating characters. What? The new one? The hottest characters like Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne so much. Okay. Here's the thing. In Grand Blue Versus, people all of the non-GBF players are complaining about the localization for Lil Wayne. You know, let him cook, rizz him up, and all that. And people are like, oh, the localization is so cringe. But the thing is, Lil Wayne and the boys are so cringe. That is very in character for them. Yes, Lil Wayne has always been like that. And the worse it ages, the better, honestly. The worse it ages, the more in character it gets. Yeah, he absolutely would say that kind of shit. We love Lil Wayne. What a guy! What a guy and his dudes. Yeah, translating it as that is epic. It's really epic. And like all of the people complaining about the localization, I'm like, what are you on about, mate? Even in OG GBF, it's been like that for years. Yeah. No, OG GBF has been so funny. Like OG GBF has really good localizations. I'd say out of all of, I think period, right? Like of all the games I played, period, that come from Japan, I think GBF localization is probably hands down the best that I've come across. Like, it's never egregious, and when it is, it's done really well and in character, and it always gets the point across. Torashi, you gotta head to bed. That's all good, Torashi. That's all good. I'm gonna have an early night tonight as well. I'd say let's yap for like another 30 minutes. And then you guys want to call it a night? Every time we say GBF, you think girl boyfriend. Girl boyfriend, huh? Girl boy fantasy. Are you counting right now? Alright, start your timer. Start your dastardly timer. Count your last pathetic number. 30 minutes. If it's too much, just go to bed. Alright. Because I was thinking, like, after this, I might take another shower. I might take a painkiller and then head off to bed. Because I'm not gonna lie, bros, it's never been as bad as this, and I think it hasn't been as bad as this in like a long time. I think it's the first time that I've been like stressed out like this in a long time, because I've been having dreams about my thesis. Like, I had dreams about finishing my thesis. It was that's how bad it gets. Yeah. I really hope that it's just period pains though, and not a stomach ulcer, because I know that stress can give you ulcers, right? Like that's the worst case scenario. It wasn't this bad since the last time I was stressed and drugged up. Yeah. That was you throughout your FYP, your For You page. Our final year project. Yeah. You know how I feel, yeah. Especially because, like I said, right, for me, it feels like a career-defining project as well. Hey, look, it's because I read Reddit, okay? It's because I'm reading Reddit, and I'll FYP for you, bitch. Ulcers are rough. As long as you're not vomiting blood, it's not bad. Okay, good. Because, like, I really hope it's just werewolf weak pains and not an ulcer, because, like, it's it's... Not gonna lie, I googled my symptoms, and Google says it's an ulcer, but I don't think it's an ulcer. I don't think it's an ulcer. In your experience, school stuff barely defined your career. Right. In your experience, but then like my sister, she got her first job because her final year project was so good that industry scouts came and found her and offered her a job. So I don't know who to believe. Right? And so I look at my sister and I'm like, wow, she's so cool. I'm not my sister. Yeah, of course I'm not my sister. She's an animator. I'm an engineer. We're different. I'm in tech. Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, that's true. There's no talent scouts looking for tech, are there? Right? How much of Atla have I watched? Oh, I've watched all of Atla. I've watched all of Atla. When sick, our brains focus on worst case scenario. That doesn't make it so. Oh, I mean, like I'd rather be stressed about real things, right? Other than like fake things. You know the Cabbage Man? Yeah, I know the Cabbage Man. I know the Cabbage. Of course, I know the Cabbage Man. Everyone knows the Cabbage Man. Give your best, but don't unalive yourself. Of course I won't. I'll do my best. I've met the Cabbage Man. I have. Have these nightmares been as bad as Aang's nightmares from facing the Fire Lord? Oh yes, yeah. It's about the same level as him facing the Fire Lord. It's about the same levels. Like I had a dream about handing in my thesis and feeling relieved, and then I wake up and I realize my thesis isn't done yet. And then there's this entire bit about. And then there's this entire bit about like, now I need to narrow down my research. Now I need to make these heuristics and all that. And I'm just, oh, sorry guys. I keep talking about my thesis. Have I seen the Melon Lord? I have seen the Melon Lord. It's tough, isn't she? So are you gonna defend your thesis? But how are you gonna do that without your pants? Joke's on you. I don't wear pants. I wear shorts and skirts. But mostly shorts. It's the Cabbage Man. Cabbage Man hasn't even been bitten by a cabbage, a radioactive cabbage. Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I was like, holy shit, Toph is just like me, for real. You know, run away from home. I don't need anyone. I'm pulling my own weight. Well, listen here, sugar queen. You know, I felt that. Right. If only I was a powerful earthbender, right? If only I was a powerful earthbender. I don't know. No, I'm not blind! I was a precocious little 12-year-old girl, though. An aggressive, precocious little 12-year-old girl who, I didn't spit because my parents would get really mad at me if I did. But boy, if I could, I would have went, oh, you know, when she did that, I thought she was the coolest. I was like, hell yeah, she spits. I want to spit too. If only you were the Avatar, people would be nice to you. Oh no, there would be people trying to kill you, bro. There would be people trying to kill you. Welcome back, Henpai. Welcome back. That's all you know about the character. Honestly, they made so many good blind jokes though. Like none of them felt egregious, and they were all really in good taste. I drink some water. And I think, have I seen the Netflix one? Yeah, unfortunately I have. Unfortunately I have. The Netflix one is not good. The Netflix one is not good. I mean, it was funny. Okay, like my sister walked by and she was like, "Oh, what's that? That's so ugly." And I was like, that's Avatar. That's Avatar. From what you saw, it wasn't so bad, but meh. I mean, if it was its own property, I probably still wouldn't watch it though, because the writing was very, very awkward, right? There's a lot of kids standing on CGI background expositing at you, and that's just not the kind of thing that I'm interested in. There it is. That's what it'll sound like when you see. There it is! That's what it'll sound like when you see it. Oh, speaking of Netflix, right? Speaking of Netflix, I started watching a show. Yes, I started watching a show. Ooh. Yeah, I started watching a show. What show? It's a Korean game show, and it's on Netflix, and it's called Devil's Plan. Called Devil's Plan, and it's really cool, but it's a show for nerds. Everyone on that show is a nerd. And I vibe with that show so much. Is it anything like Takeshi's Castle? I haven't heard of Takeshi's Castle. Takeshi's Castle. Is it like that one Korean Hunger Game? No. Okay, Devil's Plan is kind of like a... No, it's not a Squid Game ripoff. So pretty much what it is, it's a group of 10 people who are really smart. Like, they all have, like, they're entertainers or like real people who passed like a test. And so they're there. I think there's like 2 science YouTubers on that as well. And so they're there to sort of like solve puzzles and work together and betray each other. And it's really, really smart. And the games on that show are designed so well, bro. The games on that show are designed so well. And I'm just looking at these games and I'm like, I want to play these games. I want to play these games with you guys as well, because they made a really interesting version of Among Us, right? Okay, they made an interesting version of Mafia, okay, not Among Us. They made, like, the first game was a very, very interesting version of it. So there's the terrorists, right? Same thing, different name. No. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Because this one, it actually leans in favor of the imposters more. And so what it is like there is a pandemic happening, and so there's 2 terrorists, and so the terrorists, they get to so everyone's numbers are lined up in a circle, right? And the terrorists, they get to infect one person, and then each round the infection spreads going along the circle, and if you've been infected for more than one round, then you die. But there is one player who has antibodies, but nobody knows who this player is, not even the player themselves. And on the village side, there are 2 researchers, and the researchers have to quote-unquote research on the player with antibodies for 2 rounds in a row to devise a cure, right? And then after they have a cure, they can only use the cure on one person at a time. Then there's no voting in this game, so you can't choose to like vote someone out. And there's also an officer who gets to kill one person each round. And then there's also a reporter who gets to research one person's identity each round. Everyone know who the terrorists are? No, nobody knows who the terrorists are. And so there's 2 things that the town has to do, right? The town has to find out who the officer is so the officer can kill the terrorists. And they also have to find out who the one with the antibodies are. Do we know who the terrorist is? The audience knows who the terrorist is, but the entire town doesn't know, right? Like, nobody except for the terrorists knows who the terrorists are. Yeah. And so it's like, it's a social deduction game as well as a logic game. So you have to figure out like who the player with the antibody is. And so it's leaned more in favor of the terrorists, right? Because the town has a much, much, much harder job than just simply finding the imposter. What if the officer kills the antibody guy in the first round? Well, then there's only one way to win. Kill all the terrorists. Yeah, it's a mafia game on steroids, essentially. Oh, I've heard of Blood on the Clock Tower. Blood on the Clock Tower is a really, really, really cool board game. Hold on a second. I gotta show you guys. Blood on the Clock Tower. I actually wanted to get a copy of it for myself, but my board game group, my friend group, we don't like social deduction games. So we're not gonna and also Blood on the Clock Tower takes ages to play. But it's so cool. Like literally, you get like a freaking Necronomicon. You get a Necronomicon because there's just so many rules. Like, it's so long. This is the entire package. This is the package. It's a freaking book. Like, it looks insane, doesn't it? Yeah, it's thick. Okay, granted, it's a box. Okay, granted, on the inside, it's a box. But the thing is, like, okay, personally, I don't like social deduction games too much. But the game that I mentioned, you know, the one with the terrorists and the researchers, I want to play it at least once. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Yeah! I mean, there is a really thick instructional book on the inside as well. Oh, it's really, really, really sick. Yeah, and apparently it's got a huge ton of replay value as well. Like, I watched like a freaking 1 hour video essay on this. And the morality behind social deduction games. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Silver Dragon, good evening. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So anyway, about the game show that I was watching, they also had this other game where everyone is assigned a number, but you don't know what the number is, right? And then everyone is also assigned 3 cards, an addition card, a division card, and a multiplication card. And so you can choose to use one card with somebody else to find out the sum of your numbers or the multiplication, I guess the final result of a division or a multiplication between your numbers. And at the end, you have to figure out what your own number is and also figure out what someone else's number is. Like what everyone else's number is. If somebody else figures out your number, you lose a point. But for every other person's number you figure out, you gain 1 point. And you get 5 points for figuring out your own number. Yeah, it really is a nerd game show. Yeah. It is. And I like it so much because there's so much thinking. There's so much thinking involved. And there's also like a lot of social politics that go into it as well. It's sort of like you know, who's better at maths, you know, who's more willing to lie, you know, did this person give me a bad calculation on purpose? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's incredibly interesting. Right? What's the name? Can I send it on Discord? Yeah, I can send it on Discord after stream. But I've been watching that game show at night just to go to sleep with. Have I seen Secret Hitler? That is a very, very spicy name, but sure, I've heard of it. It's an identity social deduction party game. I've heard of it. No, I've definitely heard of it. Where have I heard of it before? I feel like my friends have like. You've seen Yogcast do something similar. Yeah. Man, I wanna play board games. I wanna play board games with my friends. But we never have enough time. Secret Hitler was really popular more than a decade ago. It's another one of those mafia type games, isn't it? But like at the same time though, generally I don't quite like social deduction games, right? Generally, like, cause I believe that like how someone behaves in a game kind of does reflect how they would behave IRL. If you know what I mean. Oh, I don't really like Tabletop Simulator. Yeah, the show I was talking about is The Devil's Plan. Yeah, I don't really like Tabletop Simulator. I like the feeling of holding pieces in my hand. I like the tactile feeling of playing board games. Like, I've tried playing on Tabletop Simulator before, but it just really doesn't do it for me. My ADHD brain gets distracted so easily, and I can go on different tabs on my computer, and I just forget to play the game. Because board games are like a social activity, isn't it? How about we play Goat Simulator like it's 2013 again? Oh hell yeah, Goat Simulator. Wait, wasn't I gonna show you? Oh yes, Takeshi's Castle. So what is Takeshi's Castle? Takeshi's Castle is a Japanese game show that aired between 1986 and 1990 on the Tokyo Broadcasting system. What if it's VR? Oh, if it's VR, I'm gonna get woozy. What the heck is this? It's literally a castle. It's a Wipeout before Wipeout. Wait, is this the game show where they had the Tetris people in it? Wait, is this also the game show where they had two girls and one clear pipe and they put a cockroach inside the pipe and then they blow? Okay, that's not the one. Okay. Okay, that's not the one. That's not the one. Oh, that's the AKB48 game shows. Okay. Just pull up an episode of Takeshi's Castle. Isabel, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay, I'll take a look on YouTube. Takeshi is more physical and whimsical. Takeshi's Castle. Best fails from Takeshi's Castle. Holy shit, that is an Indiana Jones. Oh my god. Bro, these sets look incredible. These sets look incredible. Yeah, no, Devil's Plan is nothing like Takeshi's Castle. But now I want to watch Takeshi's Castle. Oh, this is insane. Japanese game shows are something else. Mr. Beast could never. Maybe we'll do a watch along one day. This seems like a really fun thing to watch. Why do you think you're surprised I didn't know it? Yeah, that's what I'm surprised that I haven't watched it before either, right? Because I used to watch a bunch of stuff like this. Look up best fails of Takeshi's Castle. You will not regret. Best fails of Wait, no, I'm already on this email. Wait, video. Sorry, sometimes I say things that I don't mean to say. Let's watch it on stream. One of these days. Sure, let's watch it on stream. But I don't think I've got the stamina for it. I think you can tell that I'm getting a little bit. I think you can tell that I'm getting a little bit jumpy because the pain is coming back. Ow. This morning I was like rolling around in bed being like, ow. Oh, yeah, I think it's time to stop. I'm gonna go get a hot water pack. I'm in pain. Yeah, it's just werewolf week. Werewolf week got me stuck with cramps that feel like I have a stomach ulcer. Do I have meds for it? I'll just take a painkiller. No big deal, right? I think it's time to call it for the night. Tomorrow we are going to be playing a video game. Either we're gonna be playing The Dog Island, or we're going to be finishing Detective Guppy, the detective fish game. If you don't remember anything from the detective fish game, then perfect. We're gonna start the game over again. But we'll see how I feel, right? We'll see how I feel tomorrow. And the day after, we're gonna be doing the overpainting stream. Let's go! Don't worry, you remember everything? Oh god. But I have to start the game again. Alright. It's time for me to go get some rest. Today, I might just raid and run. So, depending on who we raid into, I would like you guys to just let the person know that we're gonna be raiding and running, okay? Because I probably don't have time. I don't have the energy to stick around and chat. What's the Nasu balls? Let's go raid into Arendelle. Yeah, Arendelle. She's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Master Duel, and I think it's time for you guys to go watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and maybe the day after. I'll see you, bros. Goodbye.